What's up, everyone? This is Spilling Tea with Chris G, and tonight I'm going over Basketball Wives LA finale. Thank goodness. And of course, I'm gonna hit you guys with the top five highlights, and I'm gonna spill the tea at the end. So let's get started. For my first highlight, yes, y'all, Tammy is still looking for Duffy. So we ended it from last episode where Duffy and Tammy have finally got into the fight, but it really wasn't a fight because Duffy was standing behind Brandy the whole time. And then after six people were holding down Tammy, that's when she decided to swing. Well, anyways, Tammy took off on them folks. She took off on Shawnee and Malaysia and the cameraman and the producer and was trying to find Duffy. So the producer had to grab Tammy and was telling her they're gone now. So then all of a sudden Tammy is calling everyone in LA, as Shawnee puts it, and is trying to find Duffy's address so she could beat her ass. I cannot. Duffy, you already know when you on Tammy's hit list like she says, ain't no stopping that, bruh. Ain't no stopping it. On to my second highlight. Duffy got voted off the island, y'all. She got voted out of Lisbon, Portugal. So after that whole situation, Shawnee, Tammy, and Malaysia had met with Jackie. And Tammy already told Jackie about the situation that was going to happen. So they were kind of discussing it back and forth. And finally, Shawnee was saying, well, one of them's got to go. It's either going to be Tammy, and if Tammy goes, I'm leaving, or it's got to be Duffy. So Jackie decided that Duffy got to go. She gets the boot. And Shawnee was, talking. They were just all kind of talking, basically. And Jackie had turned to Malaysia and said, do you agree with the situation of Duffy leaving? And Malaysia said yes, because, come on. I mean, she kind of knew what was going to happen if she kept poking at the tiger, basically. And I think, like Shawnee said, I think Malaysia was kind of happy to see Duffy go because I don't think Malaysia likes Duffy that much either. I mean, maybe it comes across that way on TV, but they just look like they don't vibe. On to my third highlight. So Duffy and Brandy, they were walking, and Duffy was talking. She was just saying that she was upset about what happened and that she didn't really mean for that to happen that way, but girl, you knew that was coming. And Brandy was saying Duffy, she felt like she really didn't deserve that because she came on the trip and she sacrificed, everything to come here for her birthday and to turn up with the ladies, and it just got ruined. So Jackie and Malaysia had met up with them, and Jackie had let Duffy know that she got to go home. Now, when Shawnee said that she would go home with Tammy because she didn't want her on the plane by herself, a lot of people were saying, I mean, personally, I thought Brandy was about that life and be like, you know what, I'm going to go back with my thither because that's all that matters. No, girl. She was like, I'm staying here in Portugal because I need my check. Girl, you got to go. And Duffy was like, well, I'm glad anyways because I'm going on tour and I don't want to get fired. I never I've never heard of a DJ Duffy until the show came on. So it just makes me curious. So of course I have to go to the Instagram and see her up in the clubs or whatever, but I was like, what tour are you talking about? Okay. On to my fourth highlight. So Tammy earlier or from last episode was saying that she thought she was pregnant. So Shawnee was there with Tammy and they decided to get a pregnancy test. So the ladies earlier, before the pregnancy test happened, I just want to set up the scene. The ladies were all waiting for Tammy and Shawnee downstairs. And after that whole fight had happened, basically they didn't go on the castle tour with everyone else. Tammy and Shawnee had stayed behind, and of course Duffy is gone. So while they were behind, though, they had ordered this pregnancy test, and the test had came back negative. So Tammy was not pregnant like she thought she was the whole time. And girl, how could you be pregnant when you was running after Duffy like a track star and smoking a cigarette? Girl, you got endurance. I don't even have that type of endurance. So, but it was kind of sad because Tammy was saying, she might have to break up with Reggie because she doesn't want to hold Reggie back from not having a baby. And she feels like young enough to find someone else. And Shawnee was telling her there are so many different options. Like there's adoption, there are so many different things that you could do to have children. But Tammy was feeling real down about it. And I was like, it was sad. On to my fifth highlight. So after this whole fight situation, a lot of the ladies, again, Tammy, Duffy, and Shawnee, they were not on the bus to the castle. So Jackie was feeling upset because she felt like, why did I send Duffy home if Tammy and Shawnee wasn't even going to be here anyways? I miss my husband. This was a trip from hell. She was just upset. She just wanted the ladies to come and have a good time and enjoy themselves. But it didn't work out as planned. So Jackie gets to the castle. She loves the castle. She loves the tour. And the tour guide is like, okay, go upstairs and check it out from the top. You guys can explore. They go upstairs. And what do you see? Doug, little Doug, and Chantel standing there with a whole wedding ceremony prepared. And that was so beautiful. And the ladies were like, oh my God, we were not expecting that. It was like, surprise. So Chantel had took Jackie back downstairs. They got her all ready. She came back up. She had her ceremony, which was really, really nice. And unfortunately, the guy who was doing the whole marital process, he was only speaking Portuguese, and everybody was looking like, huh? Because you're the only one that can speak this language, and we just looking. But other than that, it was really nice. Then they came back downstairs and they had a whole reception that was beautiful. And it really inspired the ladies who didn't have a Prince Charming in their life to really find one. And yes, Doug treats her very well. So after that, Jackie comes back to the hotel with the rest of the ladies and they meet up with Shawnee and Tammy. And Shawnee and Tammy, they didn't know that they had got married until Angel Love had told them. And so they kind of felt bad. So at the end of the episode, they had went to the rooftop of the hotel where they're staying at, had laid out all these red rose petals, and had the guy who was playing the guitar when they first came into Portugal there. And he was playing for Doug and Jackie's dance. Because they didn't have the dance at their wedding, but they did have their dance on the rooftop. So that was really nice of Tammy and Jackie or I'm sorry, Tammy and Shawnee. And of course, Tammy was saying, I felt bad because why send Duffy home if I wasn't even going to be able to go anyways, but it is what it is. At least they tried to make it up. So that is it for my top 5 highlights on this one. So let me go ahead and spill that tea at the end. Okay, you guys, so this tea is a little hot, but it's kind of warm now because it's been all over the blogs. But if you haven't seen it, British Williams, who was a part of Basketball Wives LA a few seasons back, had split with her husband, Lorenzo Gordon. They were also on Marriage Boot Camp, and she is now seeing Soldier Boy. So apparently, she said that she took to her Instagram to say that she was tired of being cheated on, and she also let us know that even her grandma caught Lorenzo cheating. Lorenzo was just out here in these streets, couldn't keep it in his pants. But then Lorenzo had got mad, posted all of British's purses on his Instagram and said first come first serve. And yes, I did put my bid in for the pink Chanel bag that she had. Sorry. But then he had took a video on Instagram and said that he was going to be opening his store in St. Louis at a mall. And whoever came to the store, first come, first serve, I'm going to go ahead and give away the purses. But he did come back and eventually apologize, saying that he wishes British the best and that he doesn't hold any grudges and doesn't wish anything bad on her. So, but yeah, she is with Soulja Boy, buying him Balenciaga shoes, and he said no female has ever brought him anything. Petty. Shawnee was dating Marlon Yates Jr. He was an actor on Straight Outta Compton. They were together for a long time. She met him, I believe, the second season of Basketball Wives, but she took to VH1 to let us know that they have split, and we wish both of them the best. that is it for you guys. Please make sure you subscribe, and then also visit the Facebook page Spilling Tea with Chris G if you want more information. We're posting videos and stuff daily, so make sure you go ahead and follow us on Facebook, or you can follow me on Instagram, KrystinGrant. You guys have a good night.